Welcome back to our channel, dear viewers. In today's story, we followed the emotional journey of Ly Tu Anh and CEO Tung as they stepped into parenthood with their baby, Anna. From the very first days of learning how to change diapers and bathe their newborn, to the sleepless nights spent soothing her to sleep, they shared every challenge with love and understanding. Over time, baby Anna grew up surrounded by affection, bringing them simple yet priceless happiness. There was no longer a distance between a busy CEO and a young mother. They became a true family, where love, sacrifice, and responsibility blended into a complete and peaceful home. If you enjoy heartfelt stories like this, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next video. From the moment baby Anna was born, the atmosphere inside Ly Tu Anh and CEO Tung's home completely changed, as if life itself had shifted into a softer, warmer rhythm. The house that once carried the weight of deadlines, business pressure, and emotional distance was now filled with tiny cries, gentle laughter, and the quiet urgency of new parenthood. Every morning began not with alarms or work calls, but with the soft sound of their newborn daughter stirring in her crib. It was a sound that instantly pulled both Ly Tu Anh and CEO Tung out of sleep, no matter how exhausted they were. Ly Tu Anh, still adjusting to the reality of being a mother, would be the first to rise. Her hair slightly messy, eyes still heavy with sleep, but her movements were careful and tender as she approached baby Anna. She would gently lift the baby into her arms, checking her diaper, softly humming a lullaby she had learned only recently. Even though she was inexperienced, every action she took carried instinctive love. Changing diapers, once something she felt nervous about, slowly became a natural part of her routine. She would talk to Anna in a soft voice, as if the baby could already understand every word, telling her how loved she was and how safe she would always be. Meanwhile, CEO Tung was no longer just a powerful figure in the business world when he stepped into this new chapter of life. In the nursery, he was simply a father. He would quietly prepare warm water for bathing the baby, carefully testing the temperature with his hand before calling Ly Tu Anh over. Together, they would bathe Anna, working as a small, synchronized team. While Ly Tu Anh held the baby securely, CEO Tung gently poured water, his usually firm hands now softened by hesitation and care. There was something deeply human in seeing a man used to commanding boardrooms now learning how to support a tiny newborn. After the morning routine, the house slowly settled into a peaceful flow. Ly Tu Anh would sit near the window, feeding Anna, while CEO Tung prepared everything else needed for the day: clean clothes, sterilized bottles, and neatly arranged baby supplies. They did not divide tasks formally. Instead, they naturally understood each other's movements, stepping in whenever the other needed help. It was no longer about his responsibility or her duty, but about mutual care for the small life they had created together. Even in the quiet moments, when Anna finally fell asleep in Ly Tu Anh's arms, CEO Tung would sit beside them, watching silently. There was a new softness in his gaze, one that no business achievement had ever brought him before. In those moments, he realized that success was no longer measured by contracts or companies, but by the peaceful sleep of his daughter and the calm expression on Ly Tu Anh's face. Day by day, this rhythm became their new normal. And without even noticing, they were no longer just partners in life. They had become a family built on shared responsibility, quiet understanding, and unconditional love for baby Anna. As days turned into weeks, the bond between Ly Tu Anh and CEO Tung deepened in a way neither of them had fully expected. Life with baby Anna was no longer overwhelming chaos, but a shared rhythm they slowly learned to move in together. They were no longer just new parents adjusting to responsibility. They were becoming a true team, connected by love, patience, and the quiet understanding that every small effort mattered. Ly Tu Anh often took the lead when it came to comforting Anna. She had developed a gentle instinct for recognizing the baby's different cries, whether it was hunger, discomfort, or simply the need for warmth. In those moments, she would softly cradle Anna in her arms, rocking her slowly while humming lullabies under her breath. Even when she felt tired or emotionally drained, she never stepped away. Motherhood was challenging, but it also gave her a strength she never knew she had. Her entire world now revolved around ensuring Anna felt safe, loved, and calm. On the other hand, CEO Tung, despite his demanding schedule, made it a priority to be present. He no longer separated his professional life from his family life as strictly as before. Whenever he returned home, even after long meetings or stressful negotiations, he would immediately wash his hands and head straight to the nursery. There, he would take over small but important tasks, sterilizing bottles, organizing baby clothes, or gently rocking the stroller when Anna became restless. What made their relationship stronger was not just their love for their daughter, but how naturally they supported each other without needing to be asked. When Ly Tu Anh was feeding Anna, CEO Tung would quietly clean up the surrounding area or prepare warm towels. When he saw her looking exhausted, he would gently take Anna into his arms, allowing Ly Tu Anh to rest for a few moments. There was no ego between them anymore, no separation of roles based on status or personality. Just two people equally responsible for one fragile, beautiful life. Nights were often the most challenging, as Anna would wake up frequently. Instead of frustration, however, those sleepless hours became moments of quiet connection. Sometimes they would sit together in the dim light of the nursery, speaking softly about the future, about watching Anna grow, take her first steps, and say her first words. Other times, they would simply remain silent, sharing the exhaustion but also the peace of being together in it. Even during these tired nights, there were small moments that made everything worthwhile. The way Anna would curl her tiny fingers around Ly Tu Anh's hand. The way she would fall asleep instantly in CEO Tung's arms after being rocked gently. These little details slowly built something unbreakable between them. Without realizing it, Ly Tu Anh and CEO Tung were no longer just learning how to be parents. They were learning how to be partners in the truest sense, supporting, understanding, and lifting each other up through every challenge. And in the center of it all was baby Anna, the reason their love had transformed into something deeper, stronger, and more enduring than ever before. As time continued to pass, baby Anna grew day by day, and with each small milestone, the home of Ly Tu Anh and CEO Tung became even more filled with warmth and meaning. What once felt like a house adjusting to the cries of a newborn slowly transformed into a place of laughter, tiny footsteps, and endless moments of joy. Every morning now carried a new surprise, whether it was Anna trying to lift her head a little higher, reacting to her parents' voices, or responding with the sweetest little smiles that seemed to erase all exhaustion from the night before. Ly Tu Anh often found herself sitting for long periods just watching her daughter. There was something magical in the way Anna grew so quickly, as if time itself was moving faster inside their little family bubble. She would gently hold Anna's tiny hands, speaking softly to her, as if telling her stories about love, life, and the world waiting outside. Every small sound Anna made, every giggle, every coo, felt like a reward for all the sleepless nights and tiring days. CEO Tung, despite his powerful position in the business world, had become completely transformed by fatherhood. In front of Anna, he was no longer a strict CEO or a decision-maker in high-pressure meetings. He was simply Dad. He would often sit on the floor with his daughter, letting her tiny fingers grab onto his hand, smiling at how something so small could hold such strength over him emotionally. Sometimes he would carry her around the house, speaking to her about things she obviously couldn't yet understand, but doing so with complete sincerity, as if she already meant everything to him. The couple began to cherish even the simplest routines. Feeding time became a shared moment of calm. Bath time turned into playful laughter as Anna slowly got used to splashing water. Even cleaning up after her felt less like a responsibility and more like a privilege. They started to notice how perfectly they worked together without needing to coordinate. Ly Tu Anh would prepare Anna's needs while CEO Tung instinctively stepped in to support, and vice versa. It was a natural harmony built through love and repetition. As Anna grew stronger, so did the emotional bond between her parents. Ly Tu Anh often looked at CEO Tung and saw not just the man she loved, but also the father who had changed alongside her. He, in turn, often watched Ly Tu Anh with admiration, seeing how gracefully she embraced motherhood even when it was difficult. Their love had matured, not into something loud or dramatic, but into something steady, quiet, and deeply rooted. One evening, as the sun set softly outside the window, CEO Tung gently held Anna in his arms while she drifted to sleep. Ly Tu Anh stood beside him, resting her head lightly on his shoulder. In that moment, everything felt complete. No business success, no material achievement could compare to the peace of seeing their daughter safe, loved, and growing. They had named her Anna, a name that now carried more meaning than ever. It was not just a name, but a symbol of their journey, their struggles, and their shared happiness. Looking at her sleeping peacefully, both Ly Tu Anh and CEO Tung silently understood the same truth. Their greatest success was not in what they built outside, but in the family they had built together inside their home.
Hello, xin chào tất cả các khán giả của kênh Ly Tu Anh Review. Vậy là câu chuyện của chúng ta ngày hôm nay đã kết thúc tại đây. Nội dung câu chuyện hôm nay của chúng ta thì đã kể về khoảnh khắc khi mà CEO Tùng và Ly Tu Anh cùng nhau chăm sóc con gái đầu lòng là bé Anna. Ly Tu Anh và CEO Tùng rất là vui mừng và hạnh phúc khi giây phút chào đón bé Anna chào đời. Đó là khoảnh khắc thiêng liêng và hạnh phúc vô cùng của hai người đã chờ đón từ rất là lâu. Câu chuyện về CEO Tùng và Ly Tu Anh cũng như sự lớn lên của bé Anna sẽ còn được kể ở các video tiếp theo. Các bạn hãy đón xem. Các video sẽ được phát sóng hàng ngày trên kênh Ly Tu Anh Review nha. Cảm ơn các bạn rất nhiều. Bye bye.